Valentina Shevchenko versus Jennifer Maia takes place this weekend in the co-main event of UFC 255, Figueiredo versus Perez. I can't wait for this fight. The flyweight title is on the line again in the co-main event because the main event is also a flyweight world championship. The flyweight division is really on showcase at 255. I'm looking forward to it. Shevchenko versus Maia. Let's just cut to the chase. Maia's a lamb for slaughter. Let's just get it over and done with. I could sit here and go this stat and that stat, and well, this many strikes per minute, and this many stats per minute, and he gets this many, and this is our average takedown per round, and here's our submission accuracy percentage. No. Maia is a lamb for slaughter, and I hope by making this disrespectful video to Jennifer Maia, I somehow curse things and cause a change of the title in Shevchenko's career, because I feel like a rematch for a world championship is the only interesting flyweight world title fight we have available to us right now. I feel like Valentina Shevchenko is going to get this one done by decision. I think she's just going to scoot around, outstrike Jennifer Maia for 5 rounds. I don't see Jennifer Maia getting a takedown on Valentina Shevchenko. I don't see anyone really getting takedowns on Valentina Shevchenko unless they're Amanda Nunes, and even then, Shevchenko's going to pop right back up and arguably close to win that fight. A lot of people picked Shevchenko to beat Nunes in the rematch. I didn't. I thought Nunes won the fight quite clearly, but it was a very close fight. I will acknowledge that, and I could see arguments for Valentina Shevchenko landing more significant shots. Her face was rose with my punches, but still, I'm looking forward to this one. Shevchenko. She might get it done. She will get it done, man. I'm trying to add some spice to this, but there's no spice to add. It's just what it is. Shevchenko's going to win, in my opinion. I'm just daring the MMA gods at this point. I'm daring them. Come get her. You know what I mean? Come beat Valentina Shevchenko with Jennifer Maia. I just want to point some things out. This isn't even a prediction video. This is just a roast session of the flyweight division. I just want to point some things out with your title fight. This is your title contender in the women's flyweight division. In 2018, she lost to Liz Carmouche, who's a girl that Valentina Shevchenko has beaten in her title reign so far. Then she beat Alexis Davis. Okay, then she beat Roxanne Modafferi and Joanne Calderwood. Roxanne Modafferi and Joanne Calderwood are title elimination worthy performances. Supposedly. I have no idea how. The fight before that, she lost to Caitlin Chookagian by unanimous decision and basically got outstruck every single round. If you can't take advantage of Chookagian on the ground, then I don't see you winning against Shevchenko on the ground. I don't see her outstriking Shevchenko on the feet either. That's where Shevchenko's most comfortable, but still, she tried to get Caitlin Chookagian to the ground. She got some control time, but wasn't able to get any submission whatsoever. We saw what happened once Shevchenko got on top of Caitlin Chookagian. It was a problem from the start of it. Like, it's just such a dominant top game of Shevchenko that I don't think, if you can't control Chookagian, who got dominantly controlled by Shevchenko and then finished, I don't see you controlling Shevchenko. I'll be honest with you, I just don't see that happening. Jennifer Maia is a title fighter right now in the women's flyweight division, and the women's flyweight division, it feels like it's getting good, but this is just in the meantime. Just get Jennifer Maia out the way, feed something to Valentina Shevchenko, and let us prepare the winner of Calvillo versus Chookagian for a title shot, and then maybe the winner of Andrade versus Lauren Murphy for a title shot as well, because I don't know what else to do, and I feel like eventually it's going to be time for a Zhang versus Shevchenko super fight again, just to hold up the divisions long enough. Like, I don't even know what to say about this one. I just feel like we need to stuff the machine and just stack it full of stuff. Eventually it's going to break down and take some time to repair. Just give Shevchenko some taster meals and starters to begin with, and then we'll prepare the main course in the background, which will hopefully be Zhang versus Shevchenko eventually in enough time, especially if Zhang gets past Rose Namajunas. I mean, Joanna Jędrzejczyk hasn't been back in the cage yet, so I don't see that happening anytime soon, so we'll see what happens. And maybe Shevchenko could go back up and do the trilogy with Nunes and somehow build storyline there. I don't know if they're going to do that, because Nunes has beaten her twice, and if you are Amanda Nunes, why on earth would you risk your entire legacy on a trilogy that you don't really need to do? So I don't see Nunes taking the trilogy. But Shevchenko's just a beast, in all honesty. She's dangerous on the feet. Brutal kicks. I just see her picking apart Maia on the feet for 5 rounds. So it seems like when there's a threat of a takedown, or someone at least wants to try and get Shevchenko to the ground, I won't dare say threat of a takedown. Jesus. If there's a takedown on the mind of her opponent, Shevchenko just kind of scoots around the outside. But there's problems right now, man. We need people. We need people to fight Shevchenko. I need the women's 145 division removed right now. And I need people to move down. I need bantamweights from women's bantamweight to move down. I need strawweights to maybe move up again. I don't know what we're going to have to do. But whatever. This is just going to be an absolute workshop. And I don't like it. It's brutal. I mean, Figueiredo versus Perez is going to be dangerous. Don't get me wrong. Like, that's still a competitive fight, even though people think that Figueiredo is going to win. I think Figueiredo is going to win that fight as well. I think he's going to destroy Alex Perez in the first round. But it's still dangerous. I just don't see anything in Jennifer Maia's game. Like, fair enough if Jennifer Maia had a few more finishes. Maybe I would pick her. She's an older girl, 32. Not some young, hungry up-and-comer with dangerous hands or anything like that. I mean, no one's really going to have dangerous hands in the women's flyweight division. But still, we just need to work on this division. If you can't finish Modafferi, you're not going to finish Shevchenko. And you're definitely not winning a decision against Valentina Shevchenko. That's just not going to work, in my opinion. Alexis Davis, you can't finish her. You had your moments with her on the ground. I just don't like that. I don't think you're going to be able to finish Shevchenko if you can't finish her. It's just no personal feelings here, Jennifer Maia. I'm sure you're a nice person. You're going to lose to Valentina Shevchenko. In fact, I dare God to have Shevchenko lose to Jennifer Maia. I dare him. You hear me up there? I genuinely dare you, you pussy, okay? You pussy, to come and take this win from Valentina Shevchenko. I dare you to have the audacity and the cheek to have Jennifer fucking Maia beat Valentina the Bullet Shevchenko in the UFC. Fucking pussy. Anyway, we'll see what he does. You know what I mean? I fucking dare him to. I'm going to put Valentina Shevchenko as an extra in every single one of my parlays, even though it doesn't even make any sense. Because I just want to risk something happening. I'm feeling a little bit risky right now. This is not fun. Someone interesting come along. There's going to be interesting fights down the line, so if Shevchenko does get past this one, and I haven't just jinxed it to the high heavens, hopefully Shevchenko does get past Jennifer Maia, which I believe she will do. 50-45, unanimous decision on all scorecards. Absolute fucking snooze fest. Looking forward to it. We'll see what happens, God. You know what I mean? You're listening up there. We'll see what fucking happens. Because I don't see this going well for Maia whatsoever. I don't see this being a finish, though. She might go out there, look for a finish. I think she'll go for 5 rounds. She's done it to Joanna and Jacek. As soon as there's a threat, like Joanna and Jacek were shooting takedowns, Carmouche tried to grapple with her and did so in the first fight as well, so there's that thought on her mind. She had no problems with Jessica Ai in the grappling, no problems with Chookagian in the grappling, so she just destroyed them. But still, I feel like this is going to be a good one. I just don't see anything else happening. Maybe like, oh, you know what would be interesting? We need to figure out the rest of the top, other than the top 5. We've got Murphy versus Andrade winner. Andrade is actually an interesting fight for Shevchenko. If I had to pick anyone in the division who would have a good chance at beating Shevchenko, it would go Andrade, Calvillo, then maybe Lauren Murphy after that. But this is what we're fucking talking about right now. Lauren Murphy is the 3rd biggest threat. I mean, Jesus fucking Christ. But yeah, let's start building up some names. Like Macy Barber, I know, is taking on Alexa Grasso coming up soon. I don't know if you guys knew that fight was announced. I saw that one on Tapology. Macy Barber versus Alexa Grasso. Let's build up that name coming up the division. Let's do an Andrea Lee versus Gillian Robertson just to get Gillian Robertson up the division and try and get something done there. Maybe, and just maybe, Antonina Shevchenko can rise up the division if she does beat Ariane Lipski. Maybe put her against Roxanne Modafferi or Joanne Calderwood, Jessica Ai winner, something like this to bump her up the division. Maybe we can have a sister-on-sister kind of action. Well, that went weird, but just sister on sister would be a good promo for a fight, I feel like. But just something. Zhang needs to move up. Maybe Jacek should just go back up there for a rematch. Like, I don't know what's going to go. Nina Ansaroff, whilst pregnant, could make 125. Maybe we could do that one as well. Claudia Gadelha might need a new look at things. Maybe do Claudia Gadelha versus the loser of Chookagian versus Calvillo. Maybe Gadelha can make a little bit of a run at flyweight. She's a big girl for the strawweight division. I feel like actually her weight cut might hold her back a little bit because her cardio is not so good because she's so muscle bound in that strawweight division. Just change something up for fuck's sake. Tatiana Suarez Come back at flyweight. We don't need you at strawweight right now. Like, we don't. We have contenders at strawweight. We've got our up-and-comers at strawweight. Just Tatiana Suarez, come back at flyweight. And stop just sitting there and tweeting in the middle of the main events. What the fuck is going on? Suarez is sitting there at home, tweeting throughout every single card, and she's never in the cage. Whatever. I'm not saying if you can tweet, you can fight a 5-round world championship fight, but come on. It's basically the same thing. Shevchenko's going to win the fight by 50-45 unanimous decision. Just think the leg kicks are going to be too much. The jabs. I'm trying to find technique to break down here. Let's look at some stats. You know? 5'5" for Shevchenko, 66-inch reach. 5'4" for Maia, 64-inch reach. Doesn't mean fucking anything. Shevchenko's going to have an even easier time picking her apart at range. 50% accuracy from Valentina Shevchenko. 39% accuracy from Jennifer Maia. Maia has a higher strike rate, but Maia doesn't fight 5-round fights every fucking day. You know what I mean? So 3-rounder, you can go a little bit more volume, but still an advantage for Maia in the volume. Very interesting. Strikes absorbed per minute. 4 strikes absorbed per minute. 3.92 for Jennifer Maia. And Shevchenko's is 2.12. That's a very good strikes per minute absorption rate compared to her landed per minute as well. Very nice indeed. Defense, 63% for Shevchenko, 53% for Maia. Need I fucking go on here, really? Takedowns per minute. Shevchenko, the striker, has more than Maia does by fucking far. 0.23 takedown attempts per minute. And she's a jiu-jitsu girl. Just see the problem I'm having him. She doesn't even shoot an average of 1 takedown a fight. So how's she going to submit Shevchenko? She doesn't even go for her only chance. Accuracy's 50%. Shevchenko's is higher than her there. Like, this is just like if Holloway's submission game was better than Ortega's. Like, this is just an unfair division. Valentina Shevchenko's OP, they need to shave off her knuckles or something and nerf her a little bit because it's unfair. It genuinely is unfair. So next time they patch this fucking game, they need to sort out Shevchenko's stats because it's imbalanced and it doesn't make any sense to do it. She's just abusing an OP character. 0.4 submission average. She has a higher submission average, 15 minutes. Whatever, man. This is shit. Anyway, this isn't shit. This is really entertaining. Looking forward to it this weekend in the co-main event. Thank you for watching the video. Like and subscribe. Click that button up there. Yeah. See ya. Shevchenko's gonna win. Or is she? The big pussy upstairs will tell us. Toodle pip.